You guys saw the title, so we're just gonna get started. What is happening? We are prepped, we are primed. I just went ahead and sprayed some Urban Decay spray on my face. Today we're going to be using a lot of Beauty Bakery products. I tried my best to get a full face. A lot of this stuff was sold out. A lot of the stuff I did have to wait a little bit longer for. Sorry if this video took a long time to get here, but it's here. So let's just appreciate that it's here and that it's happening and that it's here. Did I say that already? I don't think I did. If you guys do not know, Beauty Bakery isn't any brand. It is a Black owned brand. It is a brand that is some woman's dream come true, I guess. And if you guys want to support this stream, please go ahead and do. I think now more than ever, it's time to really share the love for this brand. But before we get anything going and moving along, I do want to say that a portion of my AdSense for this video is going to go to the Black Lives Matter movement. It is a movement that I believe strongly in. It is a movement that I wholeheartedly support. And if you don't like that, and if you don't agree, and if you are in any way going to bring any negativity into this video, yo, just dip, bounce. This is just a content creation. This is not an airport. You do not have to announce your departure. Please just go. Cool? Cool. So this is the Insta Bake Aqua Glass Foundation. Again, it is from Beauty Bakery. I got mine in the shade 329WN, which I believe to be warm neutral, which I believe to be I am, especially right now that we are in the summer months. This might not be my exact match, you guys, but I'm gonna try and make it work. I did get the concealer, and if not, I do have some other concealer, some other foundations, other stuff we could play around with. This one is runny, yo, but it is called Aqua Glass, you know. It runs a little bit too dark for me, but I got this a little bit darker on purpose, you guys, because we are gonna get into the summer months. I have no summer foundations. I'm really hoping this is gonna be it because all of my foundations are winter shade. So I need one that's gonna match me, especially when I get tan, because this is not as tan as I'm gonna get. This is my beginning. I get very tan in the summer just because I naturally get color so quickly. I am using a beauty sponge to apply this. I've never used this foundation. I've never used a lot of this stuff, by the way, guys. So this is going to be kind of like a first impressions slash... No, that's really it. That's really it. She's full coverage. Not the most full coverage I've ever seen, but she's definitely full coverage. The tone is very warm. I don't really see a lot of nude in it because the more dark I get in the summer, the more my caramels and like my oranges in my skin peek through. It's just what the sun does to me. Also my hair tinges so red in the summer and I hate it. Cool beans, make no mistake, this is a very full coverage foundation, which you never expect, especially when a foundation is as runny as this is. Like you think it's gonna have sheer, maybe a teensy weensy dipping into medium coverage, but this one, whoa. This one came to swindle. Full coverage. But honestly, she's seeping into the skin and really blending into the skin quite nicely. And she doesn't appear to just be sitting on top, which I hate when foundations do that. That is not my typeset, sweetie. I'm gonna go ahead and prep my setting powder. This is the Beauty Bakery Better Not Bitter Flour. It is vegan. I got mine in cassava yellow because you guys know I really like yellow setting powders. They just work really well with my skin type. I don't want to throw this away. This is our little container. This is what the packaging itself looks like. If anything, baby girl, you're killing it in the packaging. I mean, formula's looking real cute too, but we're still not there yet. We still don't got our opinions set and settled, but packaging, super cute. I love that this is like tinged yellow. I don't love when they're super duper yellow to the point where you're like, I'm jaundiced. No, I like just a tint of yellow. I got my 3-in-1 full coverage concealer. This is the Insta Bake concealer. It's so cute, it's so little. You don't get a lot of concealer, but this is full coverage concealer, and I guess a little bit goes a long way. Full disclosure, this is what I used on my eyes to prime today, and it did a really good job, so I'm actually really excited to try this. However, I am only gonna use a little bit because I just saw what this foundation can do, and I'm not trying to look like a pancake. I love full coverage, just on other people though, but for you. Yo, when I tell you my skin ate that, whoa dog. I will say I think I used the wrong little sponge for this because I really need help blending out this concealer. Not that I need help, you just have to be really precise because it is such a full coverage concealer. But the formula itself blended out dumb easily. It's very brightening and it's not cakey. Like, it's also kind of just seeping into the skin quite nicely. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly set with this powder just because I don't want this concealer to crease up on me. Now I'm going to bake. I'm gonna go ahead and slice up these cheekbones like cake. I didn't do the best job baking, but honestly guys, I tried. This powder is super finely milled, super soft. I'm definitely gonna give it kudos for that. I am gonna go ahead and just grab the excess that's on the cap and set the rest of my face with this powder. I wanna see how we're looking under the eyes. Okay, so we ran into a little bit of an error message under the eyes. You guys can't really tell because of these lights and that 4K, but to me in person, IRL, it definitely kind of like grabbed on a little bit too much of the concealer. That could have been on me, but it's not terrible. It's definitely not like something that's like such a deal breaker, especially because honestly, I think it was just I didn't use the right beauty sponge, but this concealer is gorgeous. I love how my skin is looking. Aside from the little hiccups, it's looking real good. I really want to try lips because my lips are truly looking pale. I got a Beauty Bakery gloss and a Cake Pop lippy. Again, packaging, names, mamacita, baby girl, straight killing the game. Okay, so I got my little Cake Pop in the shade Bastani Ice. This is what the little lipstick looks like. It really is tiny, kind of looks like a little sample size. I'm not gonna lie, I do wish this was a little bit bigger, but I can understand why this is small. This was a lot more affordable than her liquid lips, which I do eventually want to try. This color can get it. This color can get it. It's a really pretty peach nude and the formula is so light and whipped. I am gonna go ahead and apply a lip liner though just because I do want some more definition and then I'll pop on the lip gloss, but I do love this color. This is the Beauty Bakery Long Lasting Gloss and I got mine in the shade Enchanted Jelly. Isn't that so pretty? It's so glossy and sparkly and like pink. It just has the right amount of everything and the packaging is to die for. It's like a swirl. It makes me want strawberry icing real bad. So I got the Neapolitan bar and the brownie bar. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the Neapolitan because now that I can see the brownie bar like in person, she might be a little bit too much on the dark side for me. I really do like the blush though. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the bronzer, but I am gonna go in with a light hand because one thing I have heard about Beauty Bakery stuff is that she comes with the pigment sun. Don't know how we're gonna manage with the blush. I'm just gonna try and do a little mix of rouge. That actually looks really good. Something happens when you apply blush. Something so magical and so pure. For highlight, I'm gonna go ahead and use the one in the brownie bar as well, but I'm going to mix it with the one in the Neapolitan bar because I feel like one is a little bit too dark and one is a little bit too light, so maybe just doing like a little mix of rouge. You can't see what I'm doing right now, but I am mixing the two. And the mix was perfect. Oh my lord. Blinding, it's beaming, it's gorgeous. Now we can set. I can't stop staring at myself in the mirror. Okay, let's get to stepping. I am not the biggest fan of full coverage foundation. Let's just get that out of the way. If it's your first time watching this channel, I am not the biggest fan of full coverage foundations. I know that's like the most unpopular opinion here on YouTube, but it is what it is. I'm just not the biggest fan of full coverage foundations because I think that for my skin type personally, my skin doesn't absorb the makeup, it kind of just sits on it, and full coverage on me, it like we beef. But this foundation, when I tell you I look so flawlessly perfect right now, and that's not just my ego talking, like I really do look flawless. What you guys are seeing in the viewfinder, I'm seeing in the mirror, and that rarely happens. Rarely does that happen. This is finessing you. We're a bunch of swindlers here on YouTube, okay? What you see on the viewfinder, what you're looking at right now, isn't what I'm usually looking at, but I promise you what I'm looking at right here is what I'm looking at right here. This is a mirror, by the way. I look like a Photoshop filter just exploded on my face. I look flawless. This foundation in conjunction with the powder and this concealer have my heart. And I'm so happy that I decided to get this shade because it's actually matching my body so well right now. A girl has been swimming, a girl has been also picking up the mail, so she's just picking up color whenever and wherever because that's just how her melanin is set up at the end of the day. And I really needed a summer shade. I'm so happy I went with this shade. I'm not gonna lie, when I first put it onto the back of my hand, I was like, whoa dude, where are you running from, first of all? But then I was like, it's a little bit too dark for me. Maybe the undertone is a little bit too red, but it works so well, and it is working so well. I'm so obsessed with it. I'm so happy with it. I love the way my skin looks. This is such a good makeup day, and I'm so happy I actually have stuff to do today. I'm gonna go on a date tonight, and my makeup is actually looking like date makeup. This is honestly one of the best days. Thank you so much, Beauty Baker. Your concealer killed it. Your foundation killed it. Your powder, a little messy, but straight killing it, boo. These I like. I think they're cute. I think they are a neat idea. And I think you also got colors beautiful. The highlights are gorgeous. And honestly, this orange bronzer slash blush. The only things that really disappointed me in this entire haul, I would say, would be the lip items. Again, you wouldn't guess it, but I am a size 4. And I would have preferred this to be just a little bit bigger. However, I love the color and the formula. Very light, very much a whipped formula. And the lip gloss, while it is glossy, I would have appreciated to be just a little bit more glossy, but that's just me again, being a glossy little slore. Go and shop around or look around. It's just awesome for me to see a woman really making her dreams come true and really making them happen and mixing two of her passions. I just think that's awesome, and I think these are the people that we should be supporting. I'm gonna go. I love you guys so very much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, go check her out. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I feel like that's worth mentioning, but I definitely am gonna go now before my blood pressure drops because she's hungry.